Welcome to the XFL Simulated on EA Sports. I'm James Larson here with Austin Nicholas up here in the booth. We've got a great game for you today. The 2-5 New York Guardians hosting the 6-1 St. Louis Battlehawks. This is a must-win situation for the Guardians here. They lose, they're out. And if they lose, the DC Defenders clinch automatically. So, welcome you right now to MetLife Stadium. This home crowd is amped up and ready to go. The Guardians, they need a miracle to get into the playoffs, but last week, 21-0 shutout on the road against Seattle. They were supposed to lose by at least 10 points in that game. Came out, their defense really stepped things up. Today, they're going to have to do the same thing against a really hot, really intense, and fierce St. Louis Battlehawks team. Right now, both teams taking the field. St. Louis has so many weapons on offense. Jordan Ta'amu has been one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Meanwhile, the Guardians are led out by Matt McGloin. They started the first 4 games with Luis Perez, and they didn't win any of those games. Perez really struggled. McGloin came in, and he started 3 games. They've won 2 of those. He hasn't been great, but they've gotten 2 wins, and they're sticking with McGloin. New York, this is a must-win situation for them. See if they can come up with a big win at home. As we're ready to get underway at MetLife Stadium, Matthew McCrane kicks it away. We are underway. Week 8 of the XFL Simulated. Keith Mumphrey on the return, and he'll be taken down at the 25. So St. Louis, that's where they set up shop. Jordan Ta'amu coming out onto the field. He's been such an excellent quarterback this entire season, thrown for almost 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. He's thrown 4 picks, 2 of those coming last week. He did not have a great game last week against Los Angeles, but when they needed him to step up and make plays, he did. Down 14-7, with 3 minutes to go, he marched them down 97 yards, got them a touchdown, and then in overtime, you know what happened? Marched them down, kicked a field goal, they won 17-14. That was a thriller. See what they can come up with today. 1st and 10 from their own 25 is where they start with the football. Ta'amu gives it to Matt Jones on the carry. Gain of about 7 on the play. Nice gain on 1st down and set up 2nd and 3. Those are the types of runs that really help an offense get going. Isn't that right, Austin? 2nd and 3 coming up from the 32. Lots of weapons on this Battlehawks offense. And they're going to pitch it out to Jones this time, and he's got room. Matt Jones all the way up to the 45. Actually, that's Keith Ford on the carry. Nice gain of 13. Keith Ford finds the outside. Makes a nice little jump. Big 1st down for St. Louis, and again, this is what St. Louis does. They run you over on defense with between Matt Jones, Christine Michael, and Keith Ford, and then Jordan Ta'amu, who can scramble on his own. It's very hard to stop these Battlehawks. 1st and 10, off play action. Ta'amu, he's got time. He's gonna load it up and go deep down the sideline. Just misses his man. He had Pearsonell. Pearsonell had a step on him. Couldn't make the throw. Look right now, this offensive line has been phenomenal. Bruno Reagan, Matt McCants, they've given these running backs so many holes. Tight end, Marcus Lucas, huge catch last week when they needed him to come up with a big play to tie it up at 14. Wide receiver position, Alonzo Russell, Demorne Pearsonell, Damian Washington. Ta'amu has so many weapons, so many guys to throw to. Ta'amu just misses that throw there. That could have been a touchdown. 2nd and 10 from the 45. Ta'amu to throw. He's got a lot of time. Now he's just going to dump it off in the flat. That's caught. Christine Michael. Gain of about 6, so a big 3rd and 4 coming up for the Battlehawks. New York, this defense hasn't done much on this first drive right now. They need to come up with a big stop. Try to stop the Battlehawks from scoring points on the first drive. You go down against St. Louis, it's almost impossible to come back. St. Louis won 5 in a row. 3rd and 4. Time with the throw. Across the middle, that's complete. One of his favorite targets. Demorne Pearsonell. All the way down to the 38. Big pickup of 11 yards on 3rd and 4. Just a great, simple slant route by Pearsonell. Ta'amu puts the throw on the money, and Pearsonell makes some nice moves to pick up a 1st down. So this Battlehawks offense rolling already. Good field position at the 38. Taylor Russolino can definitely knock through a field goal from here. See what the play call is here. Time with the throw again. He's got a lot of time. To the corner, that's complete. LaDamian Washington. All the way down to the 25. Nice pickup of about 13 on the play. And this is what St. Louis does. They run the football, and because their running backs are so solid, it opens up those passing lanes for Jordan Ta'amu. Right now, this New York defense has got to do something to come up with a stop, because the Battlehawks, they can just start running away with it. Ta'amu to throw. He's got a lot of time. Now he's just going to dump it off. That's complete to the tight end, Marcus Lucas. Brings it down to 19. Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. And man, this Battlehawks offense, they're just so fun to watch. They spread it around. Between their running and passing, they're unstoppable. Even the Wildcats, with their beastly defense, couldn't get the job done last week. 2nd and 3. Ta'amu, lots of time, and that time inaccurate with the throw. So now we'll look at the Guardians defense. They have a lot of weapons. Jarrell Owens, Joey Embu, TJ Barnes, they've been racking up the sacks this year. Frank Ginda had a 98-yard pick 6 in week 5 against Dallas. Garrett Dooley makes a lot of plays. Jamar Summers last week put the game on ice with that 97-yard pick 6 on Brandon Silvers. Demetrius Cox, he's also been an impressive safety. So lots of weapons here. New York, see if this defense can come up with a huge stop on 3rd and 3 and at least hold St. Louis to a field goal on this opening drive. 3rd and 3. Ta'amu to throw. Got all the time in the world. Pressured. Lets it go. Incomplete. Good coverage by New York, and they're going to hold him to a field goal. So big defensive stand there by the Guardians. Battlehawks, they were rolling on that drive. Ta'amu tried to sidearm it to Marcus Lucas. Just unable to make the throw. TJ Barnes was in there. 4th and 3 coming up, and Taylor Russolino, the best kicker in the league right now, on for the 36-yard field goal. Gives St. Louis a 3-0 lead. Kicks up, and it's good. Straight down the middle. Russolino, such a reliable kicker. Last week, knocked through the game winner against LA. What a thriller that game was. Hopefully you see the same excitement here. St. Louis, good first drive, but honestly, you got to be a little bit disappointed to come up with only 3 points after you moving the football so effectively. Kudos to the Guardians defense. Come up with a big stop. And now, right now, Kevin Gilbride, coach of New York, they've had a disappointing season. 2-5. They opened up the season with 4 losses. Right now, their destiny is in their hands, and it's up to Kevin Gilbride to get this offense going quickly. They can start moving the football right off the bat, they'll be in good shape. Russolino kicks it away, and now the Guardians get a chance. Austin Duke to return. Takes it from the end zone, brings it up to about the 24-yard line, and that's where the Guardians set up shop. This home crowd is amped up, ready to go. Matt McGloin coming out, and McGloin, he's one of those guys coming into the league. He was not the starting QB. Perez started for him the first 4 games. McGloin takes over in week 5, gets him a win against Dallas. Week 6, just a tough loss to Houston, up 19-10 going into the 4th quarter. Then they lose 24-19. Last week, they shut out Seattle, but Matt McGloin threw 2 picks in that game. QB rating of only 35.7, so you're going to need a heck of a lot more than that from McGloin if New York wants to win this game. 1st and 10 from their own 24. See what they call here on 1st down. McGloin to throw. To the outside, that's complete. The tight end, Jake Powell, on the reception. Nice gain on the play. Now look at this Guardians offense. This offensive line has not been the greatest this season. Running back Darius Victor and Tim Cook have struggled. Last week, though, they compiled almost 130 yards on the ground, which was a huge force in getting them that 21-0 shutout. Wide receivers, they have so many weapons. Joe Horn, Mikael McKay, these guys have been phenomenal. Jake Powell, pretty solid tight end. 2nd and 5 coming up for New York. McGloin to throw. St. Louis brings a blitz. That's caught. Jake Powell again. Down to 31. So a big 3rd and 2 coming up. Now we'll look at St. Louis's defense. One of the best defenses in the league. Dwayne Hendricks, he is a sack threat. He gets sacks almost every game. Terrence Garvin, Dexter McQuail had a huge interception last week against Josh Johnson. Will Hill, he had 2 interceptions last week, including a pick 6. That guy's a beast on defense. 3rd and 3 for Guardians. They need to pick up this first down and get themselves into a rhythm on offense. See what Kevin Gilbride calls here on 3rd and 3. McGloin gives it to Victor, and he cuts back, and he's not going to get the first down. What is Victor thinking? He had the hold, he had the first. Will Hill comes in for the tackle. Look at this again. Victor had enough for a first down, and he just cuts back. Not a good decision. He had a first down. That's tough for New York. Looks like they're going to be forced into a punt. Not a good way to start this first drive. And Justin Vogel going to punt it away for New York. He'll punt it away. Pearson L back to receive. He'll take it and makes a move. Taken down at the 17. That's where the Battlehawks will set up shop. Jordan Ta'amu in this offense coming back out. Coming off a pretty decent drive. They moved the football really well, but just couldn't finish off that drive. Had to settle for the field goal. See what they do differently on this drive to try to punch it in. Take a 10-0 lead. You're the Guardians. Not great position right now to start this game. St. Louis marched right down. New York couldn't even pick up a first down. St. Louis has the ball back. See if this Guardians defense can start pressuring Ta'amu and make it a little bit more difficult for him. 1st and 10. Ta'amu gives it to Matt Jones, who's got a huge hole. Matt Jones all the way down to the 30. Gain of 13 on the play. And this is what St. Louis does. They run the football, and they run it well. They've been doing it all season long. Matt Jones with a huge hole. Nice gain on the play. Battlehawks offense. They're rolling. 1st and 10 from the 30. Jonathan Hayes doing an excellent job so far with the play calls. And that's Jones again. Nice hole. Gain of about 6. 2nd and 4 coming up from the 36. Jonathan Hayes doing such a good job in St. Louis. 6-1, the best team in the league right now. Gotta like where you are. He's done an excellent job getting this team wins. Jones again, this time met in the backfield right away. That is Ben Heaney on the tackle. Pushes him back 3 yards, back to the 33, and that's a big play for the Guardians defense. Jones met right away. Heaney with the instant penetration. Nice job by the Guardians. See if they can come up with a big stop here on 3rd and 6. They need this. 3rd and 6. See what Ta'amu will do here. On their own 33. Ta'amu to throw. He's got a lot of time across the middle. That's caught. DeMornay Pearsonell. Another reception for him. Up to the 46. And that's another big 3rd down conversion for Pearsonell on this Guardians offense. Just a nice throw, another nice route. Pearsonell, he's so effective across the middle. And this Guardians defense just struggling to stop the Battlehawks on 3rd down. Whether they've been on the road or at home, the Battlehawks have been so impressive. Weeks 5 and 6 on the road against DC and Tampa Bay. This defense shut out both those teams. They won 30-0 and then 25-0 on the road. 1st and 10. Ta'amu to throw. He's got a lot of time. Just going to dump it off in the flat. That's caught. Alonzo Russell's first reception of the day. Doesn't really go anywhere. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. At St. Louis, they're definitely the way they run this offense. Jonathan Hayes, they don't really do a lot of flashy plays. Usually not many deep passes. Just getting the big chunks when they need them. 10, 15 yards. Just march so well. Matt Jones gets the carry again. Gain of only 2. Can set up 3rd and 8. So the Guardians again holding St. Louis to a third down, see if they can come up with a big stop and get their offense the ball back. Already we're down to about a minute in the first quarter, and the Guardians have only had the ball for 3 plays. 3rd and 8 from their own 49. Tom with the throw. He's got a lot of time. Across the middle, fires a dart, and that's complete. Marcus Lucas, the tight end. That was a bullet. And again, the Guardians give up the 3rd down conversion. What a throw. Lucas wide open across the middle. Last week on 4th and 9, he had the big touchdown to keep him in that ball game. One of the best tight ends in the league. And this offense just doing such a good job. Tom with the throw. That's caught. Alonzo Russell. Gain of about 5. Brings him down to the 25. Demetrius Cox on the tackle. Time ticking down. Probably going to get to the end of the first. And we will. As the end of the first quarter, the visiting Battlehawks with a 3-0 lead over the Guardians. The Guardians, again, they need this win so badly. See if this defense can do something against such a fierce offense. Marcus Lucas, he's just such a good receiver. 26 receptions, 320 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns in 7 weeks. Lots of movement there on that line for St. Louis. Tamu takes a snap. Christine Michaels' first carry, breaks a tackle. Down to the 23, just short of the first down. So 3rd and 1 coming up. Can the Guardians hold St. Louis to another field goal? That would be huge. See if they can do it here. What a play by Michaels with that stiff arm. Should have been tackled in the backfield. 3rd and 1. Tamu gives it to Matt Jones. He's got a huge hole. Matt Jones inside the 15 to the 13. 36 yards on the ground already for Jones. Averaging 6 yards per carry. That's an impressive stat line. And the way the Battlehawks run this football is just so impressive. So another 3rd down conversion on this drive. That's the 3rd one for St. Louis. This offense is in business. 1st and 10 coming up from the Guardians 13. Time with the throw. New York brings a blitz. That's caught in the flat. Christine Michael taken down to the 8. Gain of 5. Nice play on 1st down. Brings them inside the 10. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Battlehawks. This is the 2nd time they've had the football, and the 2nd time they've gotten it in the red zone. See if they can finish it off with a touchdown. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Christine Michael breaks a tackle. He'll get taken down at about the 9. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Battlehawks. So the Guardians, again, good penetration. That's Joey Embu getting in there for the stop on Michaels. Broke the first tackle, couldn't get through Asu Henry and Embu. And a big 3rd down coming up. This is where the Guardians need to step up and make a 3rd down stop. 3rd and 6. If the Guardians want any chance at winning this game, they need this 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 6. Tom with a throw. To the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, St. Louis. LaDamian Washington. What a throw from Tamu. What a catch from Washington. St. Louis makes it 9-0. And Tamu, he's just been putting those throws right where he needs to all year long. Just a perfect throw over Bryce Jones. And Washington, what a catch. Gets both feet down. Great concentration, Battlehawks. Starting out this football game on the right note. 9-0 lead. Dele Rossolino. He's out there to knock it through. LaDamian Washington He's been impressive for St. Louis. Russolino knocks it through. It's 10-0. Back to Washington. Through 7 weeks. Through 7 weeks, he's got 22 receptions, 310 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And after that one, that's his 3rd touchdown of the season. The Battlehawks, again, they just have so many weapons, and Tamu can just get the job done. And honestly, it's disappointing for Kevin Gilbride on the Guardians. Between the two quarterbacks, Luis Perez, who they thought was going to be their guy, he obviously wasn't. McGloin as the backup coming in, but he just has not been very effective either. Guardians just don't really have a big quarterback this year, and that's something that they're definitely going to want to improve next season. Russolino, he will kick this one away. Guardians to get the football for the 2nd time. Austin Duke takes it from the end zone. Decent return for Duke, brings it up to the 30. Guardians with good starting field position. And right now, it's up to this offense to get things going. Matt McGloin coming back out there. Darius Victor, he should have had that 1st down on that run. Couldn't pick it up. See what they do differently on this drive. Try to march down the field and score a touchdown. This offense can do it. They struggled last week to throw the football. And going up against this Battlehawks defense that has given up next to nothing the last few weeks. See what McGloin can do. 1st and 10 from the 30. And incomplete. Not a good throw from McGloin. Off timing with Joe Horn. Stuff like that, the Guardians just shoot themselves in the foot. And in week 6, they almost upset Houston at home. Just couldn't finish it off. 2nd and 10. Darius Victor with the carry. He goes nowhere. Terrence Garvin on the tackle. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. Battlehawks defense, they have so many weapons. And just so many efficient ball players. 39 for the Guardians. See if they can pick up a big 3rd down conversion and try to keep themselves in this ball game. McGloin to throw. He's got time to the sidelines, and that is way out of bounds. Looking for Mikael McKay. So that is his 2nd 3 and out for New York, and right now they are not playing like they want to make it to the playoffs. McGloin, this is just what he struggled with all season. He has McKay to the sidelines. He throws it 5 yards out of bounds. I don't know what you're doing. And Justin Vogel to punt it away for the 2nd time already with 6:44 to play. We'll send this one away. Pearson L to receive from inside the 15. He's got some blocking, and he'll bring it up to the 27. 2 3 and outs for New York, and all we've seen this entire game is St. Louis's offense. They've had 2 long drives, and they keep playing the way they are. It's going to be a 17-0 ball game. First and 10 from their own 27. Guardians defense has got to figure out how to get a stop on 3rd down. They have only stopped St. Louis once on 3rd downs this entire ball game. Tamu gives it to Jones. Maybe gets back to the line. Good tackle. Frank Ginda on the stop. Second and 10 coming up from the 27. If you're the Guardians, you're already down 10-0. And again, it's still the first half, but you gotta start stepping up and making some plays sooner or later, because the Battlehawks, they're gonna run away with it. Good tackle again. Christine Michael struggling to get things going this game. 3rd and 9 coming up from the 29. Can the Guardians finally get a 3rd down stop that they desperately need? See what the play call is here from Jonathan Hayes, the Battlehawks head coach. 3rd and 9. Tomlin to throw. New York brings a blitz across the middle. That's caught. LaDamian Washington off to the races, all the way down to the Guardians 40. Every 3rd down, the Battlehawks find a way to come up with the completion And a first down. Washington wide open. Burns Bryce Jones again. What a gain. St. Louis, they are certainly championship material, that's for sure. First and 10 from the Guardians 40. LaDamian Washington, 52 yards already. And he had the touchdown. Heck of a day for him so far. Off play action, and that's Tamu taking it himself, and he's going to lose a yard. Good tackle. That's Demetrius Cox. Already his 4th tackle of the day. He's been an excellent safety. He's been all over the place, making plays for the Guardians, and it's a shame that they're 2-5. Their 2-5 record is on the offense because their defense has done a decent job pretty much all season long. Heck, last week they shut out the Dragons 21-0 on the road. Right now they are struggling though against St. Louis. 2nd and 11. Tamu, good catch on a bad snap to the sidelines. That's complete. First down. Alonzo Russell. Jordan Tamu, who's playing with so much confidence. You can definitely tell he's not rattled from throwing those 2 picks last week. His throws have been on the money. And Russell, big reception. These Battlehawk receivers just finding ways to get open. All the way down to the 27. Under 4 minutes of play in the first half. Battlehawks doing what they do. Off play action. Tamu. He's got a lot of time. Deep to the end zone. Knocked away. There is a flag. And that's holding on Brian Folkerts.
Still first down.
Smart idea to take the penalty there. Pushes them back 10 yards. And now, honestly, there's those types of holding calls that can really help out a defense. They've been getting rocked by St. Louis's offense. See if the defense can use that penalty, giving some momentum. 1st and 20 now from the 37. Tamu to throw. He's got all sorts of time. Now he's going to take off with it. Jordan Tamu with a lot of room to run. He'll be taken down at the 27. He gets all of it back in one play. And that hurts for the Guardians. Tamu just so much room to run there. And they get the penalty back just like that. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Tamu on the draw. It's a beautiful run. Christine Michael with his first good carry of the day. 3rd and 1 now from the 18. Gain of 9 and 2 big runs. 2 successive plays. And the Battlehawks with a great 3rd and 1 position. See if the Guardians can come up with some sort of stop. We're getting close to 2 minutes in the first half. Off play action. Tamu. All sorts of time. He's going to take off with it again. Does he have enough for a first down? It's going to be awfully close. No, he doesn't. So we're going to have the 2-minute warning. What a tackle by Frank Ginda. And Battlehawks probably going to send out the field goal unit. See what the call is from Hayes. Will he keep the offense out there? No, he won't. Russolino to get a 34-yard field goal. Kick is up. And it's good. Russolino, again, he is such a reliable kicker. This Battlehawks offense rolling in the first half. 13-0 lead. The Guardians have only had 6 plays on offense. 2 3-and-outs. They've got to change that quickly here. They've got plenty of time. 2 timeouts, 1:57. If they march down, kick a field goal before half, at least make it 13-3. This will be a ball game because the Guardians get it for halftime. Right now, it is now or never for the Guardians. Sitting at 2-5, this loss will clinch DC a playoff berth. Russolino to kick it away. Duke will just take a knee. And that's where the Guardians will get the football at their own 25. Plenty of time. Can Matt McGloin get his team a first down here? Expect to see them pass the football more. They've got weapons. Joe Horn, Mikael McKay, Theo Redding, Austin Duke, Colby Pearson. Those are 5 solid receivers, especially Mikael McKay, who last week had a great game. Some big receptions for him. And Mikael McKay, so far in the season, 27 receptions, 312 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Joe Horn, 38 receptions, 428 yards, and 2 touchdowns. McGloin to throw. To the sidelines, that's complete. Mikael McKay breaks a tackle, and there he goes. And that might be a face mask as well. That's unnecessary roughness. They're going to get it all the way down to the Battlehawks 39, and that's a huge play when you need it. How about Mikael McKay breaking the tackles? Darius Hillary gets called for the unnecessary roughness, hits him out of bounds. That's going to get called every time. Huge play for the Guardians. Mikael McKay, 6'6". That guy is a beast when he gets going. He broke 3 tackles on that play and gets the extra 15 yards. Guardians needed that desperately. Now they can try to get a touchdown. 1st and 10. McGloin to throw. Lots of time. Across the middle, that's complete. Joe Horn down inside the 20 to 19, and New York finally finding their rhythm. Joe Horn, he had an 81-yard touchdown a couple weeks ago against Houston. What a catch. What a throw from McGloin, and McGloin looking pretty confident right now. And I like it. That's exactly what New York needs to get themselves back in this football game. See if they can come up with 7 points here. Starting to heat up here in MetLife Stadium. Minute 40 to play. McGloin to throw. Dumps it off across the middle. That's complete. Another big gain. Darius Victor out of the backfield. All the way down to the 6. The Guardians finally making some plays. See if Matt McGloin can get him in the end zone here. McGloin looking much better than he did last week, especially on this drive. 1st and goal from the 6. McGloin to throw. St. Louis brings a blitz to the end zone. Just misses his man. He had Joe Horn across the middle. A little bit too much air. 2nd and goal coming up from the 6. Guardians moving the football well in this drive. It's important for them to finish out this drive with some points. 2nd and goal from the 6. McGloin to throw. St. Louis brings a blitz. Darius Victor, can he get to the pylon? He's going to be down at the 2. Huge 3rd and goal for the Guardians. They need to score a touchdown here. I mean, a field goal will help, but a touchdown would be even better. Now they call a timeout. Guess they want to come up with a good play call here, try to get it in the end zone. They might go to the run here. 3rd and goal from the 2. McGloin to throw. To the end zone. Intercepted. But it looks like he was out of bounds. That was picked off. And he was out of bounds. That is a big break for New York. That could have been really, really bad for them. They would have come away with no points. That is White getting up there for the pick. And New York going to have to settle for the field goal. 19-yard field goal. That hurts. McCrane to kick it. It's up and it's good. So New York at least gets 3 points on the board. And it's now 13-3. That does hurt. You marched all the way down to the 2. Can't punch it in. But at least they move the football. Only 55 seconds for the Battlehawks. Probably not enough time to get a score, but we'll see. With Jordan Thomas' arm, I wouldn't be surprised to see St. Louis get a field goal here. 55 seconds and 2 timeouts. They have plenty of time. If New York can at least keep it 13-3, they had a good drive. They can build off that momentum going into the second half. Matt McCrane sends it away. And that is Keith Mumphrey taking it from the end zone, and it'll be taken down at the 21. So the Battlehawks set up shop at their own 21, and this offense has moved the football so well. Jordan Tomlin, look at those stats. 12 for 15, 134 yards and a touchdown. Couldn't ask for anything more from your quarterback, and that's just first half stats. First and 10 coming up from their own 21. See if Jonathan Hayes is going to play it conservative or if he wants to get more points. And right now, 6-1, why not try to get some more points? Tom with a throw. To the sidelines, misses his man. Looking for Marcus Lucas. That's honestly one of the, probably his second or third throw that's been off. He's been pretty accurate this entire ball game. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Tom with the throw. He's got a lot of time. Across the middle. Almost intercepted. Oh, man. He is going to wish he had that one back. The Guardians just missed a huge opportunity. That was Wesley Sutton. An interception there would have really helped out that defense. 3rd and 10. Can they at least stop St. Louis here and hold them from getting any points before halftime? LaDainian Washington in motion. They give it to him on the pitch. Washington with the angle. LaDainian Washington takes off. Unbelievable. All the way to midfield. 25 yards. Actually 29. Wow. That's exactly what the Guardians couldn't do. And he gets out of bounds. They don't need to blow a timeout. What a run. And what a play call from Jonathan Hayes. Usually don't run a play like that on 3rd and 10, but they do, and it pays off. St. Louis all the way to the 50. Tom with a throw. All the time in the world. He's going to dump it off, and that goes nowhere. Garrett Dooley all over that one, pushes him backwards. The Guardians defense needs to just make a stop here. They cannot allow St. Louis to get any more points. 2nd and 16. They bring a blitz. That's complete. Marcus Lucas, the tight end, all the way down to the 37, and now they're in field goal range. Lucas, he's got 43 yards on the day. Jordan Tomlin finding a way to get the thing, just get the job done. And what a shame for New York that they couldn't get that interception earlier on this drive. They would have been able to get more points. And now St. Louis in a position to score more points. 1st and 10 from the 37. Tom with a throw. All the time in the world. He's just going to dump it off. Knocked away! Another chance at a pick. That was Frank DeLuca. That's the second time they could have picked him off on this drive. Only 15 seconds. St. Louis should just try to run a quick play, get a few extra yards, and let Russolino knock through the field goal. See what they call on this play. Tom with the throw. New York heavy blitz. That's caught, and that's exactly what they do. Marcus Lucas brings him down to the 34. They call a timeout. And I would expect to see Russolino come out for the field goal. It'll be about a 51-yard attempt, and he will. See if Russolino can knock it through. 51 yards. The kick's up. And it's good. Russolino, he is an incredible kicker. That's his 3rd of the day. St. Louis extends their lead to 16-3, so that is a disappointing finish of the half for the Guardians. It could be 13-7, but St. Louis still has a 13-point lead. And if you're New York, you've got to score a touchdown when you get the ball in the second half. LaDainian Washington, that was a huge run from him. And then Marcus Lucas comes up with a big catch for the first down again. Battlehawks just find ways to get the job done. Russolino kicks it away. Austin Duke will just take a knee. So the Guardians have 5 seconds. Probably just going to kneel it out here. Don't want to do anything all that risky. Earlier in the season, St. Louis, when they hosted New York, they beat them pretty bad. 25-10 win. Jordan Tamu and that running attack with Matt Jones and Christine Michael. They did an excellent job. Luis Perez really struggled that game. McGloin not doing much better. So they will take a knee. And we will go to halftime. The St. Louis Battlehawks with a 16-3 lead over the visiting Guardians. Over the home Guardians, excuse me. As we head to halftime, great first half for the Battlehawks. Can New York turn it around? We'll see. We'll be back in just a minute after this. And we welcome you back to MetLife Stadium. The New York Guardians, their playoff hopes on the line. They need this win. They got the upset last week against Seattle. Down 16-3. They get the ball. They moved the ball so well last drive. They got it down to the 2-yard line. Had to kick a field goal. They can't afford to do that again. McGloin has got to march him down, get him in the end zone, and prove that he is New York's guy. A loss here, and you never know, next week they might just start Marquise Williams. And just try to see who could be their quarterback going into year 2. Russolino. He'll kick it away, and the Guardians will get it. Austin Duke takes a knee. And that's where the Guardians set up shop at their own 25. Matt McGloin coming back out. And again, the last drive got him down to the 2. He made some really nice throws. Mikhail McKay, Joe Horn had some big plays. This is where you need to convert those big plays into touchdowns. See if they readjust it after halftime and see if they can use some sort of momentum from that last drive. Down 16-3. Up against a tough team, you need a score. Pretty quick. McGloin gives it to Victor, and he'll be bottled up right away. Maybe a gain of 1. In this running game, 3 rushes, only 3 yards, and that does not help on offense when the running game can't get going. And that's basically been the story of the Guardians' running game all year. With the exception of last week against Seattle, they have struggled to run the football.
Here we go. This is 18, Gator.
2nd and 9 from the 26. Victor gets the carry. He's got a big hole. Victor is just probably going to get called back for holding. And it will. That hurts. E.J. Bibbs. And that'll push him, instead of being up at the 40, now they're 2nd and 19 at their own 16. And the Guardians shooting themselves in the foot right now. That's tough. Victor finally had a good run, but really had the good run because of the hold. 2nd and 19. Can McGloin get them closer to a first down, or get him a first down? Victor gets the carry, and I don't like the conservative play call there. Only a gain of maybe 1, and now you're 3rd and 16. Actually, a gain of 3, excuse me. 3rd and 16, and the Guardians right away struggling to get things going. McGloin, you got to get them a first down here. They need it badly. 3rd and 16. McGloin across the middle. That's caught. Mikhail McKay. First down. All the way up to the 37. And that'll put the Guardians in business. Mikhail McKay. We have talked about the way he can be a threat. What a play. And honestly, McGloin makes a great throw. Gives McKay, hits him in stride, so he can keep running and pick up a first down. He's such a big receiver. Second big catch of the day for him. See if the Guardians can use that to build some momentum and get back in this ballgame. 1st and 10 from the 37. McGloin gives it to Victor, who's got the outside. Victor, decent gain. About 6. 2nd and 4. The Guardians starting to move the football again. This is big for their offense. Their offense does look better than they did in week 3. McGloin's been making some more throws. See if they can continue this nice march. 2nd and 4 from the 43. Back to the run game. That's Tim Cook. His first carry, and just not enough for a first down. So 3rd and inches. This is huge. If they don't pick up this 3rd down here, they're in trouble. See what Kevin Gilbride comes up with. 3rd and inches. They give it to Victor, and he's got the first down. That is huge. Victor picks up the first down. Battlehawks brought the blitz. Victor able to punch it up the middle. First down. They're in midfield. And honestly, New York doing a good job of moving the football. It's 16-3, but right now with the way they're playing, they make it 16-10. They're right back in this ball game. And this home crowd, you can feel the excitement, the anticipation in the air. They want to see the playoffs, even though they started 0-4. 1st and 10. McGloin on the draw. Victor breaks a tackle, but really nowhere to go. And right now, I don't want them to stick with the running game. Their passing game has been much more effective. They've got to let McGloin throw on first down. Victor has really only had one good run this entire game. He's only had a run of over 5 yards once. 2nd and 9 from the 49. And they go back to the running game, and not the greatest play call. Battlehawks have done a good job shutting down, and now you're stuck at 3rd and 6, outside of field goal range. Big 3rd and 6 for the Guardians. They need to try and pick this up. Again, they lose, playoffs are done. See if Matt McGloin can pick up the first down. 3rd and 6. McGloin to throw. He's got all the time in the world. He's going to go deep. Airing it out, and that is knocked away. Looking for McKay, and that is a big play by the St. Louis defense. 4th and 6 coming up. And that is disappointing, and honestly is terrible play calling that hurt them on that drive. McGloin was throwing the football well. Darius Victor is not running the football well. Kevin Gilbride continues to run it on 1st and 2nd down. Robert Nelson gets his hands in there. Makes a good play on the football. Guardians, disappointing. 4th and 6, they're going to have to punt it away. Justin Vogel on to punt it. See if he can at least get a good angle here. He won't. That hurts. St. Louis gets it on 20, only a punt of 26 yards, and the Battlehawks in business. Jordan Tamu, 16 for 22, 178 yards and a touchdown. He's been playing a phenomenal football game. And right now, if you're St. Louis, under 5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter, run the football. They're up by 13. Just start running it out. Milking the clock and making it more difficult for the Guardians to make a comeback. Lucas in motion. Tamu. He'll give it to Matt Jones. Actually, that's Keith Ford. 2nd and 4 coming up from the 26. And that is 2 good drives from the Guardians, and they only have 3 points. 2nd and 4 from the 26. Tom with the throw. And that is picked up and intercepted. Picked off. Askew Henry has room to run down the sidelines inside the 10. Unbelievable. The ball gets tipped in the air and the Guardians bring it down to the 9. Tamu throws a pick. Just overthrows his man. It's tipped up. What a play. Looking for Lucas. He gets blasted. Askew Henry comes up with a pick and brings it down to the 9. The Guardians defense with a huge play to get them back in this game. Javon Askew Henry. Unreal. And now the Guardians get the ball at the 9. And if you can't score a touchdown here, you might as well call it a game, because This is your biggest opportunity of the game to make it 16-10 and get yourself back in this ball game. Matt McGloin has got to get the Guardians in the end zone now. First and goal from the 9. I would be really surprised if Gilbride goes to the run on first down. He will. Victor! Touchdown! He punches it in, and I guess Gilbride wanted to stick with the run, and it worked. Darius Victor, 9-yard touchdown run. And the Guardians are right back in business. No one even close. Great blocking. Victor strikes a pose. And we got ourselves a good ball game in MetLife Stadium. Matt McCrane to kick the extra point and make it 16-10. It's up. It's good. 16-10. So the tipped pick brings it down to the 9. Next play, Victor runs it in. And that's exactly what the Guardians needed. Honestly, I was really expecting St. Louis to make it 23-3, but no, the Guardians, they are fighting for a spot in the playoffs. They're not going to go down without a fight. 16-10, and let's see if the Guardians defense can use this as momentum to come up with another stop. Tamu hadn't thrown a pick since week 1, and in the last 2 weeks, that's his 3rd interception. Matthew McCrane will kick it away. See what the Battlehawks will respond here on offense. Keith Mumphrey to return it. Decent return, up to 26. And now St. Louis comes back out after the interception. Jordan Tamu. That interception kind of hurts a little bit. See what they can do better here on the second drive of the second half. But if you're a New York fan, you couldn't ask for a more exciting 2 plays there. Making huge plays when they need to. 1st and 10 now. Can St. Louis get momentum back? Tamu to throw. Blitz from New York. Tamu deep to the sidelines. He's got a man. That's caught! Alonzo Russell down the sidelines and tripped up inside the 9. Are you kidding me? Tamu, after throwing the pick, goes deep right away, and Russell with a huge reception. What a throw! Russell burns Askew Henry, who came up with a pick the last play. Henry at least trips him up. But regardless, Battlehawks in field goal range. Wow. Russell just a shoelace from getting to the end zone. 66 yards, 65 yards, all the way down to the 9. Battlehawks. This offense, they can do it all. And Tamu won't get the playoff. So that doesn't help. That's a delay of game, and that's going to push him back 5 yards. So now it's 1st and goal from the 14. Regardless, St. Louis just, what they can't do here is turn over the football. Kick a field goal, you're up 19-10, and you've got yourself a 2-score lead again. Unfortunately, the XFL rules of 3-point conversions unable to carry over into the XFLSimulated, which is a shame. This has been an exciting ball game here in New York. 1st and goal now from the 14. Tamu gives it to Christine Michael, and that's a face mask. And that hurts. Now they're going to be 1st and goal on the 3. So the Battlehawks will be able to try to punch it in now. 1st and goal from the 3, and if you're New York, you've got to come up with some sort of big play. And again, I'm impressed with Tamu's confidence after throwing the interception. Goes right back down the field. What a connection to Russell. Biggest throw for Tamu this entire season. 1st and goal from the 3. In motion is Pearsonell. He'll take it. On the sweep, Pearsonell, touchdown! St. Louis responds. And the Battlehawks add on to their lead. Just a nice little sweep. And Pearsonell has lots of room to run for the touchdown. Definitely expect to see them go for the 2-point conversion here. And they are. On to the 2-point conversion. See if they can pick it up. Tamu hands it off. And he won't get there. Good tackle. Rodamy Jr. on the stop. So New York keeps it a 12-point ball game. Two plays, 70 yards, and a touchdown. Good defense, though, by New York. Stopped the 2-point conversion. Lots of exciting plays. We had the pick. Darius Victor scored. Alonzo Russell then with the huge reception. And then the nice little sweep from Pearsonell. What a ball game in New York. Russolino kicks it away, and Duke will take a knee. So the Guardians, even though they're down 22-10, they're not in the worst position. Still 3 minutes left in the third quarter. If the offense can just start marching the football again, get a touchdown, 22-17 ball game, they're right back in it. If you're the Guardians, you do need to score a touchdown, though, because you're a field goal, you're still down by 2 scores. So see if Matt McGloin can get this squad back into the end zone. And this is where it hurts for them to kick the field goal from the 2-yard line. If they would have punched it in, it would be 22-14. 1st and 10 from the 25. Guardians fighting for their playoff hopes to stay alive. On 1st down, and that goes nowhere. Victor stopped right away. Terrence Garvin. What a tackle. And again, Kevin Gilbride continues to run the ball on 1st down, and it doesn't work. Battlehawks all over it. And definitely seems like the Battlehawks are starting to gain momentum back. Matt McGloin's going to have to come up with something special to get his New York team back into the ball game. 2nd and 13. Now backed up at their own 22. I'd be very surprised if they go back to the run. In motion, can they get the play off? They will. McGloin to throw. Dumps it off across the middle. Incomplete. Good defense as Terrence Garvin again. And now the Guardians stuck in a tough 3rd and 13 situation.
Come on, set. 90 wolf.
3rd and 13. They need this. McGloin to throw. He's got time. Under pressure, he's going to air it out deep again. To the sidelines. Knocked away. McKay can't hang on. Robert Nelson in coverage. Looked like he got a little bit handsy there, but there's not going to be any flags. McGloin puts it up, and honestly, McKay, he just has to stop and turn around for it, and just can't turn around in time. That's a tough one for New York, because now they're going to have to punt it away. And this defense, the way they've been playing, with the exception of the interception, they've been unable to stop Jordan Thomas. 4th and 13. That hurts. Justin Vogel now has to punt it away again. He'll boot this one away. Pearsonell back to return. Good punt from inside his own 20. Pearsonell makes a move. Taken down to 24.
Let's go.
Demorne Pearsonell. 3 receptions, 27 yards, and a touchdown on that sweep. Which I think that sweep goes to Tamu's stats, which is pretty nice for him. Considering that was technically a pass, even though it looked like a run. Pitches the ball forward. If you're New York, This is do or die. They've got to come up with a stop. 1st and 10. On the draw. Good tackle by Rodemy Jr. Matt Jones goes nowhere. Good way to start. Rodemy Jr. with the nice penetration right away. 2nd down coming up for the Battlehawks. Guardians defense, this is huge. This is one of the biggest drives of the day. They've got to come up with a stop. They've got momentum off of that tackle for loss. See if they can continue that. 2nd and 12. Tamu gives it back to Jones. And Garrett Dooley on the stop. Him and Cox in there to finish him off. And now 3rd and 11. The Battlehawks have been getting these 3rd downs all day long. Can the Guardians come up with a huge stop when they need it most? 3rd and 11.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tamu to throw. Lots of time. He's going to go to the sidelines. Incomplete. Good defense from the Guardians. They force a punt. Tamu just throws it away. And that's a big stop for the Guardians. They finally stop him on 3rd down. They've been needing to do that all day long. And they do it when they need it most. They're going to get the ball back. We're almost at the 4th quarter, but nothing's impossible. I mean, hey, the Guardians were winning 19-10 against Houston, and they lost that one. They're down 22-10. See if they can come back. Marquette King punts away for his first time. Duke to return. He'll take it up past the 25, up to 26. And this is what it comes down to for New York. If they can't score on this drive, it is going to be really difficult for them to come up with a win. Matt McGloin, this one's on him. And Kevin Gilbride, again, he's got to move away from those runs on 1st down. They go nowhere. Victor has struggled all day long. The Battlehawks defense against the run is one of the best in the league. McGloin is doing a decent job throwing the football. They've got to let him throw the football on 1st and 2nd down. 1st and 10. Off play action. It's a screen that goes nowhere. Mikael McKay wrapped up. Not the best play call there either. Go to a screen. It goes nowhere. Dexter McCoyle locks him up. No blockers. McCoyle, nice tackle. 2nd and 12 coming up. Not a good start to the drive for the Guardians. And this offense needs to start making some big plays very quickly. Closing in on the 4th quarter, still down by 2 scores. Playoffs on the line. 2nd and 12. McGloin should really get this play off before the 3rd quarter. He will. And they give it to Darius Victor. Not a very good play call. Only a gain of 4, 3rd and 8. And that's how we head to the 4th quarter. Guardians had the pick and a touchdown, but the Battlehawks responded right away. 22-10, St. Louis with the lead. Guardians' playoff hopes hanging by a thread. 3rd and 8. Third and 8. This might be what it comes down to. From their own 28. McGloin to throw. St. Louis with a big blitz. That's caught. Joe Horn up to the 42, and that's what New York needed. St. Louis brings the pressure, and Joe Horn exposes him. Joe Horn, back in week 6, he had 142 yards receiving. Comes up with a big catch there. Actually, 162. What a play for the Guardians. Playoff hopes not gone yet. You got to keep moving the football. Time is of the essence right now in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 from the 42. McGloin to throw. You got time. That's caught. Mikael McKay down to the 45. McGloin pushing the ball down the field, doing a good job. see if this offense can get it in the end zone. Make it a 22-17 ball game. 1st and 10 coming up from the 45. McGloin looking pretty confident right now. McGloin to throw. Got lots of time. Across the middle, that's caught. Joe Horn again. Inside the 30, and they're going to get another flag. Face mask. New York going to be down to the 15. That's another face mask. The second face mask that has put New York in great field position. And now down to the 15. You've got to come up with a touchdown here. There is no ifs or buts about it. Guardians need a touchdown now. McGloin doing a great job throwing the football on this drive. And this is exactly what I've been saying all game long. Let McGloin throw it on 1st down. They are seeing so much more success using that formula. 1st and 10 from the 15. Can the Guardians get a touchdown? Off play action. McGloin to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Mikael McKay! The Guardians are back in business. McGloin throws his first touchdown of the day, and we have a ball game in MetLife Stadium. The Guardians were down, but they're not out. What a play. McGloin, perfect throw. McKay wide open. He is such a threat. That's his 2nd touchdown the last 2 weeks. Wow. The Guardians making a game of it. They are huge underdogs in this game, but they're making it happen. McCrane for the extra point. It's up. It's good. That's a huge extra point. 22-17. They can allow the Battlehawks to kick a field goal, because then they can score a touchdown, get a 2, and it'll still be a tie game. See what the Battlehawks can do now. Last time the Guardians scored, Tommy went deep and connected with Alonzo Russell. Right now, the Guardians, they've done a really impressive job of maintaining momentum on offense, despite being down by 12 and 13 points throughout the game. And again, you gotta hand it to Matt McGloin here. He has not really received much credit this entire season, and I don't blame the fans. He hasn't been great. But in crunch time right now, he is making some huge throws. 22-17. Matthew McCrane. He'll kick it away. Pearsonell on the return. And he'll be taken down. Decent return up to 26. Actually, that's Keith Mumphrey. Excuse me. And this is an exciting ball game. Jordan Ta'amu got the 2nd touchdown off that little sweep to Pearsonell. Not the greatest 2nd half, but he did have that amazing dime to Alonzo Russell. See what he can do here. Ta'amu, so much confidence in the way that he plays. I mean, he threw the pick, came right back out, and threw a 65-yard bomb. See if Jonathan Hayes wants to keep the foot on the gas pedal here. I mean, St. Louis doesn't need this win, but you want to win. Keep momentum going into the playoffs. 1st and 10. So much time. Ta'amu takes off. He will slide for a gain of 7. This Guardians defense, right now, they need to put pressure on Ta'amu. They have not sacked him once all day long, and this is a team that had 6 sacks last week. They haven't come up with 1. Joey Embu, TJ Barnes, Jarrell Owens have not been able to pressure Ta'amu. 2nd and 3. In motion. Will they get the play off? No, they won't. That is the 2nd time it'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Second and 8. Backed up 5 yards, and that is huge for the Guardians. See if New York can use that to get some momentum here on defense. Push back 5 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up for St. Louis. And if you're the Battlehawks, if you lose this game, it's not the biggest deal. You're 6 and 2. You still have the #1 seed in the XFL East, but to maintain momentum going in the playoffs, you want to win. Matt Jones on the carry. He'll be taken down at the 33. Gain of about 5. Huge 3rd and 3. This is massive. If the Guardians come up with a stop, they have a chance to take the lead for the first time all game. And as an underdog coming into this game, the Guardians have put themselves in a position to possibly win it and keep their playoff hopes alive. 3rd and 3. Ta'amu takes it himself. He's not going to get there. What a tackle. Frank Ginda blows him up, and St. Louis is going to have to punt. What a game. The Guardians stepping up, all these guys. Frank Ginda, Rotimi Jr., stepping up and making huge plays. And the Battlehawks have to punt. And this is huge. If New York can somehow come away with a win, they're playing DC next week. DC is 5-3, but if they come up with a win, DC will be 5-4, New York will be 4-5, and then St. Louis plays DC. St. Louis would be a favorite in that game. Meanwhile, the Guardians would play Tampa Bay. If the Guardians can win out and somehow have DC lose out, they could potentially make the playoffs, which it's unlikely, but right now they're in a position to possibly pull it off. Starting the season 0-4, to turn it around and somehow make the playoffs, that would be a miracle. They're going to get the ball on the 20 after Marquette King kicked it to the end zone. 1st and 10. One of the biggest drives. And again, if you're New York, throw it on 1st down. They will. McGloin to throw. He's got a lot of time. Now to the sidelines. It's caught. Big gain for Mikael McKay. McKay has been such an effective receiver this ball game. Up to the 34. And I'm surprised with the way New York has pulled it this close, because when St. Louis had the ball, it looked like they were going to make it a 23-3 ball game. I thought they were going to run away with it. They didn't. New York kept it alive. 1st and 10 from the 34. McGloin to throw again. This time out, that's caught. Joe Horn. Not much there, maybe a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. But honestly, if you're the Guardians, you're in a good position. Under 6 minutes to play. If you can run down the clock and score a touchdown, that would be, you could potentially win this ball game and make it tough for St. Louis. 2nd and 6 from the 38. See what the play call is here. McGloin to throw, under heavy pressure, dumps it off underneath, that's caught. Darius Victor goes to the sidelines. Thought he definitely could have cut it up a little bit more. 3rd and 2. Doesn't get any bigger than this. Victor could have had a first. That's the 2nd time in this game Victor could have had a 1st down, and he hasn't been able to pick it up. 3rd and 2 from the 42. They pitch it to Victor. Can he get the angle? He can't! The Battlehawks stop him. Darius Hillary in there on the stop. Big tackle from him and Hoskins. 4th and 2. What's the call going to be for New York? And it's a great play. What penetration from Hoskins and Hillary in there to help finish it off. Battlehawks defense with the big play. 4th and 2. Are they going to keep the offense out on the field? You're at the 42. They're going to punt it. Not a good idea. Because it's going to be very difficult to stop the Battlehawks again. I would have gone for it in that situation. And Vogel punts it too far. 2 errors on that play. Matt McGloin was in a rhythm. To run it on 3rd and 2 is not the greatest call. And then, to not go for it, McGloin, he's been playing his best game of the season today. I don't know why. He punted it now. This is what it comes down to for New York. This defense has got to somehow come up with another stop. And they already did it. Kevin Gilbride, if they lose this ball game, it's on him with some poor play calling. 1st and 10 from the 20. Tamu blown up. Jarrell Owens. He had 3 sacks last week, and he comes in with a huge tackle there, pushes him back 4 yards. What a play for the Guardians. Unbelievable. Owens gets right in there for the stop. 2nd and 14 coming up for St. Louis. If the Guardians can somehow stop them again, I'll be very impressed. Under 4 minutes to play. This is probably do or die for this defense. Time with a throw. They bring a blitz. Time with plenty of time. That's caught. Alonzo Russell. Gain of 6. 3rd and 8. This is it. This is the ball game. If you're New York, you've got to make this stop. Can the defense make one more big play? This is what it comes down to, really, for New York. 3rd and 8 from their own 22. Can Jordan Tamu pick up a first down and try to start putting this game away? We're down to 3 minutes in this ball game. Tamu to throw. They bring a blitz across the middle. It's knocked away. Bryce Jones knocks it away from LaDainian Washington. The Guardians defense comes up with another stop. And with 2:53 to play, they're going to get the ball back. What a game. Washington, man, it looks like he had a good chance to catch that. Just let it go. That probably would have put the game on ice. But now Battlehawks have to punt again. Can the Guardians miraculously score a touchdown and win this game? Marquette King boots it away. Duke back to return. It's a good punt. Duke on the return. Not really anywhere to go. Brings it up to 25. Matt McGloin. He's had a good day. Those are some good-looking stats. His best stats of the season. This is the biggest drive of the game for New York. Down 22-17. 2:44 to play and 2 timeouts. Let Matt McGloin throw the football. Mikael McKay and Joe Horn have been open all day long. If you are New York, you've got to keep your foot on the gas here. McGloin to throw. He's got time. Gonna go across the middle. Misses his mark. Looking for Colby Pearson. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Not the best way to start the drive. Probably the worst throw from McGloin that we've seen this entire game. And those are the throws that we saw from him last week against Seattle. He's been pretty good this game. Can he keep it up in the biggest game of the season for him? 2nd and 10 from the 25. McGloin to throw. Lots of time. Pressure. Across the middle. That's caught. Colby Pearson with his first reception. Up to the 42. The Guardians. They have a chance. And to still be in this ball game, after all the opportunities St. Louis had, and after all the leads St. Louis had, it goes to show what a difference the Guardians have been really since week 5. After starting 0-4, they beat Dallas, then they almost upset Houston. And despite the loss, they showed resiliency. Then they blow out Seattle on the road, and right now, they are hanging tough with the best team in the league. 1st and 10 from the 42. McGloin's got to get the throw off. He will. The throw. Knocked away. The throw behind Jake Powell. 2nd and 10. Couldn't ask for a more exciting finish to this ball game. And whatever happens is probably going to be one team winning because there's a chance for a tie here. Pretty unlikely. 2nd and 10. McGloin to throw. Lots of time. Across the middle, that's caught. Mikael McKay again. He lost the football. Picked up by St. Louis. Unreal. Mikael McKay had the biggest catch of one of the biggest catches of the day, and he just lost it on a fumble. And that might just do it. McKay makes a huge catch, and then it's stripped. That's Shaq Jones. And Will Hill on the recovery. Will Hill had 2 interceptions last week, and he just comes up with a huge play there. The Guardians might have just fumbled away their chances at the playoffs. They still have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but still, that is really, really tough for New York. What a shame. They had a good drive going. McKay coughs it up. And now St. Louis, all they need is a first down, and it's game over. The first turnover for New York comes at the worst possible time. On the carry, Michael. Taken down right away. So that's a 2-minute warning. New York will have 2 timeouts to stop it. They need to hope that they can stop the Battlehawks here. 2nd and 8. And really, that hurts so much. You were in a rhythm. A touchdown could win you the game. 2nd and 8 from the 47. Back on the ground. Matt Jones all the way up to the 48. 3rd and 3 coming up. Guardians use a timeout. The ball game comes down to this. Can the Guardians make a stop? Tamu takes it himself. He's got a first down and more. Jordan Tamu uses his legs, and that is probably the ball game. The Battlehawks. Looks like they're going to come away with the win here. That hurts. Tamu. Perfect play call by Jonathan Hayes. And so, how in the world they get that off? And Christine Michael to the end zone. How in the world? Jordan Tamu's injured, though. Oh my goodness. So, I don't know how he got the ball to Christine Michael, who ran in for the touchdown. But at the same time, Tom was injured, and it doesn't look pretty good for him. He might be out for the next couple days. I mean, the next couple weeks. Depends on how the severity of the injury. Hopefully we can get more of an update on that. But now New York will have a chance to try to score. Down by 2 scores, and what a tough fourth quarter for them. They had it. Mikhail McKay coughed it up. I don't know how Christine Michael scored that touchdown. Do you have any idea, Austin?
No.
That was bizarre. So New York going to get it back, down 12 points, with 1:41 and no timeouts. It's practically over. But what's more important is to see what in the world is up with Jordan Tamu. Duke takes a knee, and now Matt McGloin going to have to try to march them down again from the 25, and now you're down 2 scores, so your playoff hopes are practically gone at this point. McGloin, this is his best game of the season, 17 for 26, 193 yards, and a touchdown. He's been effective. This game is not on him. It's going to come down to bad play calling from Gilbride, and just some unfortunate plays. First and 10 from the 25. If they can get a quick score, they have a tiny chance they can get an onside. They're going to go to the ground. What is Gilbride thinking? I think they just practically accepted the fact that they lost this game. And that is terrible. That's the way they're playing right now. 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And this is another heartbreaker for New York. Same thing happened to them against Houston, now against St. Louis. Can't make the plays at the end. McGloin to throw. Lots of time, and now just going to dump it at the sidelines. It's caught by Victor, but it's a shame. 1:10 left. Practically game over. What do you think the Guardians could have done better in this game to try to win?
Made more catches.
Yeah. Definitely making more catches.
And not running it so much.
Yeah. Those runs really killed them on some of those drives. McGloin to throw across the middle, misses the mark. See if they decided to go for it here. I mean, I don't know. I don't see why they wouldn't go for it. McGloin just overthrows Colby Pearson. 4th and 4. They're going to keep the offense out there. From their own 31. McGloin, all the time in the world. That's complete. Joe Horn, up to the 44. But they've got to keep moving. Nice completion. Joe Horn, 68 yards. Guardians, though, what a shame that they weren't able to score a touchdown when they needed it. 1st and 10. McGloin to throw. To the sidelines, that's complete. Victor makes a move, doesn't get out of bounds. Victor, what are you doing? Get out of bounds. Time is ticking. McGloin should really just try to take a shot deep here. Practically game over this point. They are not getting to the line. Line up. Closing in on 30 seconds. Terrible time management. McGloin to throw. Lots of time. Under pressure. He's going to go deep to the sidelines. That is dropped. McKay can't hang on. And Battlehawks just ready to close out this ball game. And this is just such a heartbreaker for the Guardians. they have played well against these better teams, but just can't find a way to finish them at the end of the game. 3rd and 2. Game pretty much over. McGloin going deep again. That's complete. That is Theo Redding's first catch of the day. Down to the 28. So Redding finally gets involved. He's someone that really hasn't done anything all season long. McGloin. Great throw. But it's definitely a little bit too late. They have to go to the end zone, score, get an onside kick, and then get a Hail Mary in under 20 seconds. So I don't really see that happening. McGloin to throw. St. Louis brings a blitz. He'll just dump it off. Does he get out of bounds? No, he doesn't. That's probably it. They've got to line up quick, but it's game over. That's the game. And that is the end here at MetLife Stadium. The New York Guardians lose a heartbreaker, 29-17. They were in multiple positions to win this game. They don't. McGloin, this one's not on him. Kevin Gilbride, bad play call. Darius Victor, couple mistakes. And Mikhail McKay with the cough up. That was tough. The Battlehawks improved to 7-1. Pretty much clinching number 1 in the XFL East. Guardians dropped to 2-6. What a heartbreaking loss. Used the word a lot, but there's really no other way to describe it. It's a heartbreaker for the Guardians. McGloin made a couple nice throws there to the end zone. But Christine Michael, that was a wild touchdown, and we're going to have to get an update on Jordan Tamu. If he's going to be out for the next couple weeks, that could mean trouble going into the playoffs. We'll see. But that's the end of the ball game here for us in New York on the XFL Simulated. 29-17, the Battlehawks with a big win on the road. New York, tough loss, and they're going to have to now set their sights on the 2021 season. Matt McGloin, that hurts. Make sure to go give us a follow on Twitter at XFLSimulated. We post so much stuff there, stats, just important updates, links to these games, all that good stuff. Lots of info over there. And then check out our XFL sheets in the description below. So much information there. Season stats, game stats, individual player stats, power rankings, standings, all that good stuff. So this is James Larson and Austin Nicholas with the XFL Simulated